The ravens gather, come to feast on sovereigns great down to the least. They taste the same as souls released, if serf or king or knight or priest. Then we croon as sharp and cold, as tried and true as it is old. Come join the tune if you be bold. We sing a song of blood and gold. 'Tis no occasion for the frail. Piss not your pants and never wail. Think on the wenches, coin and ale, that wait for those who tell the tale. The ravens gather, come to feast on sovereigns great down to the least. They taste the same as souls released, if serf or king or knight or priest. And if your bowels they do impale, should your blood run and leave you pale, enjoy that last breath you inhale, for nevermore shall you travail. The hymn we croon is sharp and cold, as tried and true as it is old. Come join the tune if you be bold. We sing a song of blood and gold. The ravens gather, come to feast on sovereigns great down to the least. They taste the same as souls released, if serf or king or knight or priest.
And greetings all. Welcome to episode 6 of Ravens Gather. When last we left off, the bandit army had been vanquished. Wolf, the former Lord Brock, had slain the mayor and his wife and several wounded persons in the old church in the center of town, then disappeared. Sir Edward decided to lead a party to head back to Camelot to let the king know what was going on out here. They stopped at the church where they were attacked by a group of animated skeletons from the cemetery. Sir Edward was seriously wounded, and the party hightailed it back to Bramble Hollow. Captain Merrick and a team have been sent ahead to head straight for Camelot while the boys recover and figure out what they're going to do. Okay, we'll start with you guys in town. Let's say you guys, Brother Ainsley and Boyden, have just brought Sir Edward to the mayor's house, brought him upstairs and put him in bed, and we'll pick up with you guys there.
If there's any place that should become a new infirmary, it is here. What's his condition?
He is, there's no grievous or mortal wounds, but he is all torn up and badly bruised. He's probably going to be laid up for several days.
But he is stable?
Yes, it's nothing life-threatening.
Okay. How long will it take to move the rest of the wounded?
You're going to bring them all in here? Probably take you an hour or so to get everybody situated in here, set up beds for everyone, mostly downstairs. Right. Sir Edward gets the VIP treatment in the mayor's room because he's in charge.
Minus all the alcohol because of Boyden.
Thanks to Boyden, yes. Is any of that left? You each had a bottle left. You and Boyden both had a bottle of that left? Okay.
I used up the rest of it during the charge.
Oh, that's right. You wanted to get good and drunk for the murder board.
Brother Ainsley has a bottle that is mostly full. But yes, that would be the first thing on Brother Ainsley's mind, is to take care of the living and gather the people that he can to start moving them to this place instead.
Okay, well, you guys spend an hour or so getting everybody moved over, bringing beds in, getting your seriously wounded. Most of your wounded are dead now, unfortunately, after Lord Brock's attack on the church. But you get everybody situated and set up. When you hear a horn from the west gate,
Is this the same warning horn that we've heard before?
yes, this is the warning horn.
Okay, and now at this time, we don't know about Leo's new character.
No, you have no idea what's going on. You
Right.
just know
Or-
someone at the gate has sounded the warning horn.
Or Melkor's new character.
No, yeah, you guys have not encountered the executioner yet.
Okay.
You've just seen bodies thrown over the wall periodically.
So is Brother Ainsley in a spot where he can leave, or should Boyden go alone? Or
Yeah, you've got your healer there. She's taking care of everything. She's looking after everybody. Things are well in hand.
okay,
Let's go. Check it out.
and that healer would be what? Frigga.
Yes, Briga.
Okay, so she did not go.
Oh,
with
Briga.
Baltimore.
Briga, excuse me. Briga.
No, wait a
B-R-I.
second. First, it was how do you spell it?
Briga. B-R-I-G-G-A.
B. Okay, my mistake. I put down F like the goddess. Okay, hustle on over. See what the new hubbub's about.
Okay, you see some people milling around. There's some concerned looks of the citizens. The sun's getting ready to go down, probably in next half hour or so. So it's going on dusk. And you guys hot tail it down the road. And as you climb up the wall, you see coming towards the bridge an armored knight bearing a flag of the Ravens.
Well, this is an unexpected surprise. Look closely. Do I recognize the armor?
Yes, you will recognize his livery. It is Sir Francesco. Sir Francesco. He's one of the ranking cavalry officers.
Is he alone?
He's by himself.
How many horses?
Just him on his horse.
Okay.
On a big, heavy war horse.
I look at the wall. Do I see any of my fellow mercenaries up there?
What's your? Do you have a perception skill?
Perception
I
1.
believe you. Yes, one.
One.
It could be 2d6, and your mind was.
Sorry, 2. 2 perception.
two.
Mine is 10.
Okay, give me a 2d6 plus 4.
8 in all.
Okay, you recognize Sir Ainsley, or Brother Ainsley, who's
Brother.
kind of like act as a chaplain. You don't know him well. You've run into him here and there. He's basically a chaplain for the group. And you notice also with him is that Boyden character, bit of a rogue, it's a bit of a scoundrel, does work. He's a
Legitimate
scrounger.
businessman.
Legitimate businessman, so he says. But, he's a
Legitimate.
bit of a rogue that works for the company as well in a support capacity. And you see a couple Raven soldiers, and they start opening the gates. Sir Francesco! Sir Francesco!
Now, has he opened up his helm that we can see his face?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Bunk.
And you recognize
By the
his
way,
coat of arms on his
where
mantle.
salutes come from? It's like this.
Yeah.
Hello,
Boyden.
Brother Ainsley.
Where have you sprung up from? The last I saw you was surrounded by all manner of opposing forces.
I count myself much lucky for what has happened. For after
Come
I
in.
was... Yes.
Come in while your luck still lasts. Everyone, this is... Is it Sir Francesco?
Yes, Sir
Yes.
Francesco. He's a knight.
Sir Francesco Giuliani from
See.
Italy.
I am a Pisa.
And you were hale and healthy, I'm glad to see. Do you know anything that has happened here recently?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh,
So you notice as you look around the town, this place has clearly been under siege for a while. And also the farms you passed through on the way here were all burned. So this town has been going through hell.
Mamma mia. What happened? Okay, that's the last time I'm saying that. What happened?
Sir Luigi.
Last time I'm doing that. What happened here?
You might say all hell broke loose. I can spend the next 10 minutes reeling him in, or we can simply say he's caught up.
Yeah, so you basically let him know everything that's been going on, and you guys are heading back towards. You walk back towards the mayor's house because you want to let Sir Edward know what's going on.
Most definitely. And reintroduce Boyden and Sir Francesco if they haven't. My character might not know if they've met or not.
You've met in passing here and
Right.
there. You've never had any close dealings.
Sir Francisco, have you seen any wolves or any bandit movements on your travels here?
Wolves. I have not seen any wolves, but I definitely heard their howls at night.
You lucky bastard.
Is that like same sign of luck here in one of the superstitions? I do always never remember.
I believe I mentioned a werewolf in charge of the bandits.
Excuse?
I thought we caught him up.
Yeah, no. You are not kidding.
Do I look like a man who's been jesting and joking for the past week?
No, but you are quite a superstitious lot.
Superstitious or not, we're glad to have you.
Are you sure it is not
How
a
did
mistake?
you arrive?
Ah,
Why are you not dead with the rest?
I managed to escape due to my trusty warhorse Forza, who rode me to safety. A family of woodsmen found me and nursed me back to health. After which I was good to go on my own and realized this might be the most likely place to find you.
In the efforts of in respect to time, Doc, I'd like that the three of us get into talking a little bit about the woodsmen. Are they okay? How far are they away? Are they endangered?
Yeah,
They haven't seen any trouble. They were a good day's journey away.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
just
they haven't
to get that out of the way.
noticed
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys get up to the room where Sir Edward is resting.
Sir Edward, you're not going to believe our luck. This time it's good.
I knock on the.
Yeah, and you two would be more familiar with each other.
Sir Francesco is alive and well and just arrived at the gates moments ago.
Sir Edward.
That's perfect.
My.
You can relieve me so I can heal and possibly transport back to better healers in Camelot. Nothing, no offense, brother.
None taken.
My. Well, yes. I will relieve you of command for the time being. And I will make sure that you are, well, I do what I could to see you arrive in Camelot and heal up.
And it is at this time you guys hear another torn, this time coming from the north.
Eh?
Two arms.
Two arms. Sir Francesco, Brother Ainsley presents Melkor's character. Do you believe we are still superstitious now? Do you believe these wounds to be made up?
No.
I didn't
think it was some idiot in a skeleton costume who tricked you.
A fine theater indeed. Let's go see what's going on at the North Gate, shall we? Hustles out.
Okay, so you rush up there, and as you get there up on top of the wall, Maggie, the stable girl that you guys have been dealing with, is already up there walking over.
Maggie, what do you see?
It's the executioner. He's coming towards the gate.
The executioner.
Yes. And you guys look out, and you see this big guy, painted blue, head to toe, wearing skins. He's riding a fucking bull. He has a big-ass snake around his neck. There's a hawk on his shoulder, and there's a wolf happily trotting along beside the bull.
Okay, Melkor, you weren't kidding about the if he can outrun the bull or not backstage earlier.
I look
Oh
at him
my!
I look at him and say, "Is this a circus?" So
Okay, and so Kaywin,
Far from it.
after watching everything that's been going on and seeing that the bandits have finally been wiped out and that there's only Lord Brock to deal with, you have decided it's time to make contact with these weird mercenaries that have been holding up in the town. So you've head up there and you have come up to the gate, and you're standing before the gate. You see a big line of people up on the wall looking at you, very confused.
But this is clearly a pagan fellow.
Oh yes.
Okay,
Ah.
now is there a common greeting among the pagans that wishes him well and welcome?
Nothing that you're particularly familiar with.
Okay.
As I approach, I say, "Hello, townsfolk. I am here to help rebuild the town."
Rebuild, you say? I am Brother Ainsley of the Ravens. We are the mercenary group protecting this place, and your help is sorely needed.
no, excuse me. Rebuild with what? With the bull, the wolf, the snake, or the dog? I guess the
All
bull
of-
maybe, but
Sir Francesco, if this is the executioner that we've been told of, he has put more enemy heads over this wall than can easily be counted. This town has fewer good friends than him.
I whisper to Brother Ainsley.
I would also like to speak to whoever's in charge of trying to take care of Sir Brock, Lord Brock.
That would be me.
Then I can help you, and we'll end this forever.
And Maggie turns to you guys. Shall we open the gate?
Let me think.
Sure. I'm just going to keep wide berth from the snake, though.
Yeah, he seems like a crazy fellow. He seems like I'm monologuing to myself in Italian.
In
I
Italian, no
yeah,
one
I
else
think-
speaks it.
No, that's why I speak in Italian, so nobody will get. You might understand it because it's similar to Latin.
Right.
So he seems like a crazy fellow, but crazy soldiers are good for frontline charge. That way, when they die, you don't have to deal with them.
Perhaps you might see him as a human being who has been an ally to this town far longer than any of us.
What? Oh yes, he's similar to Latin. Yeah, I just talked to him in Latin at this point. Listen, the thing with soldiers who like to cut people's heads and throw them on walls is they're all very nice and good, except their desire to chop heads eventually gets in the way of actually conducting warfare.
Sir Francesco,
when
does
they-
he look like a soldier to you?
No,
Then he's not a soldier.
Which is
God
why I
creates
do not
all
trust
manner
him.
of good things.
yes, but soldiers fight in wars, not barbarians who have bloodlust.
This is his land too, and has been so longer than any of us.
Fine, let him in, and let him in, I say in Breton, and in Italian and in Latin I say, do not trust him.
Okay, so they open the gates.
Oh, ye of little faith. Go out to the executioner, hands open. I am Brother Ainsley of the Christian faith, and I have heard a great many tales of your aiding this town. And I thank you for your aid, now and before.
I did it before as a friend to Lord Brock, and I did it after he went the way he did.
Have you been across the water? Have you visited the old ruins?
Not in a while.
Then you might not know who resides there now.
I know she's still there. That's why I stay away.
That is quite likely where we're headed to next, if we are to end Lord Brock's evil reign.
Yes, it is.
Are you prepared for this?
He's the last of the what holds this town down,
He looks very prepared.
and he holds me to this town, and that would free me to be able to go on my way.
I don't want you under any illusion about what we're going to face. It's far from natural. Very far.
I suppose this is not.
As you tell this to the guy that's on a bull with a snake,
I jump down from the bull, and I release the bird and the snake into the ground, and I say, "Go to the woods. I'll call you later."
Yeah, they scurry off. You send all the animals off, or just those two?
I keep the bull with me.
Okay. The wolf goes too?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do the rest of us as individuals know about Beastmasters, if anything?
You have never heard of any such thing.
Really?
Yeah, you're completely unfamiliar with this.
Rats.
But he just dismissed them, and they dutifully took off without a blink.
I think I would like be. Yeah.
Do not be afraid. They're my friends, and they will not harm you unless I was wishing.
Do you have any other friends?
Good question. Tyrannosaurus Rex comes around the corner.
Excuse me?
Brock, my friend.
You have a knack for befriending animals.
Lord Brock was your friend?
He saved my life, so I owed him mine.
And you understand the manner of change that has come to pass?
Yes, that's why I left the town and protected it from without.
What are your thoughts of Lord Brock now? He is more than a changed man.
His evil needs to come to an end, so I can be released of my oath.
It seems our trails merged together.
Yes.
Look up to Sir Francesco.
Well, it seems so.
We could use all the allies who come forward.
Yes.
And once I'm free, I have heard of the Ravens for years. I would not mind joining.
You wouldn't mind? Okay.
Oh, the plan is we're going to the chase down Lord Brock, or are we transporting Sir Edward to Camelot? I just want to double check.
It is best that he not be moved for several days.
Right. That's
Got
why.
it.
Yeah. That's what.
Sorry, I figured he would go back when Captain America returned with reinforcements.
Right. But Captain America already left.
Yeah, if you tried putting Edward on a horse right now, he'd start opening up, and yeah, it would be bad mojo.
I mean, you could transport him on a cart, but even that is not a very good idea.
Are you going to recommend the bull next?
What do I know of riding bulls?
As much as more.
He's Italian, not Spanish.
Someone break out the red cape. Just kidding. Oh wow.
Okay, so about this time, the sun's properly going down. It's getting dark.
It is time for us to retire to sleep.
When we last visited the ruins across the water, what time of day was it?
It was during the day.
It was during
during daylight.
So
You actually got there early, and then you waited a while till the sun came up.
what were you saying, Malcor?
I was about to say the same thing as Doc.
Okay. Because the last thing I want us to do is rest up, go out there, and then, oh yeah, it happened at nighttime. We're going to have to wait here all day for her ghost to show up again. If we choose to go after to talk to Lord Brock's lady, whose name I should know.
Brianna.
Brianna, thank you. I have it written down. Okay. Wow. Do you have any silver on your person in in this form of weaponry?
Excuse me?
Do you have werewolves are afflicted by silver? You and the executioner will require some.
I mean, I take out a halberd, and there is some fine silver inlay on the blade as an
Inlay.
ornamentation. Yeah,
Uh,
as an ornamentation. I mean, you can say this is silver, but I do not think you mean it.
Yeah. You do have 5 arming swords that have been coated in silver that the Hob, the blacksmith, was able to get done by yesterday.
and 12 arrows, right?
Yes, and a quiver of arrows.
And a quiver of arrows. Okay. I would like one of the arming swords in a sheath, if I may.
All right. Yep. They're waiting for you guys to pick up. He hands you each one.
Choose the one that seems the best balanced. And
I just picked the one with the best
Okay.
reach.
Yeah, most of the townsfolk are very shy about being around Kaywin, but Maggie, the stable girl, comes up to you and she apologizes for the way you've been treated by the folk in town. So they're ignorant people. That's why this whole business happened in the first place. Our Lord was a good man once. They drove him to this. He needs to be put at peace.
Clearly.
That is why I've come to town now. I've always kept away to not scare the people out of respect for Lord Brock.
Colin, are you armed with silver? Should
Seems
you?
like everybody is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hob gives each of you one of the silver swords.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys retire for the night?
Yay.
After all that battle, big time.
You do hear howling of wolves sporadically over the course of the night. Nothing too close to the town, but they're out there.
Lots or many, or a few, or
Quite a few.
okay.
I'm gonna use my bird to try to watch the wolves where they're going.
Okay,
what
you're
they're
gonna meditate and you're
Recon.
gonna look through the wolf.
Yeah, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
call.
cool.
Yeah, the wolf, and if I can't find them with the wolf, then I'll check them with my bird or my hawk. I have a hawk. And
Dude, that is the ultimate in recon.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, Rasha, your wolf, is keeping its distance from the wolves, but he sees a large number of wolves.
How
that
many
are
is large?
Basically, there's about 30 of them
30.
altogether. They're
Okay.
spreading out and running around about a quarter mile away from the town, trying to make it sound like there's more of them than there are.
Okay.
okay, I'm gonna call all the animals back to me, and we're gonna just stay right to the side of the gate and not really enter town. And I'm gonna sit at the gate and drink what I have on me. I don't even know if I have any. I have water.
If Brother Ainsley is not otherwise occupied, he would like to keep Colin company and give him any food and drink that he could use, and for his animals too.
Okay, over the next like 3 hours, the bird comes right back. The wolf takes a little bit because he wants to make sure he stays away from the other wolves because he's very nervous about them. He said he lets you know there's something wrong with them.
Snob.
There's just something not right about these other wolves.
Snob
and
wolf.
On the contrary,
And he also he keeps smelling something unnatural. He tells you it smells like a wolf, but it's not.
It's a demon.
Lord Brock,
It's a demon.
perhaps Lord Brock himself.
Right.
Okay, and eventually they all turn up.
Okay.
and they basically they hang out at the stable
Yeah.
because Maggie isn't afraid of them. She's like, oh
Yeah,
no,
that's
I'll
cool.
make a space for them.
If Brother Ainsley can scare up some food for all of you guys, he'll try to, including
All
from
right.
his own stores.
Okay, so you guys have dinner together. You discuss the situation. Sir Francisco is clearly not entirely buying all of this. Just this is all just like too weird. You guys have been drinking or something, or you ate some mushrooms you shouldn't have. So this is
The more
too weird.
attention that Sir Francesco takes in the conversation, the more of the supernatural stuff that Brother Ainsley would like to bring up that he has seen firsthand, like the skeleton warriors, like the wolf killing the soldiers, the Lord Brock and what he did to the previous infirmary, all this nasty stuff, all the non-mundane. This is what I don't want to do is have my character treat this like it's a movie. This is 9th century Britain we're
Right.
talking about. This is as real as it gets. There's no internet. These are folk tales become real, and this is way above our pay grades.
I'm in conversation with Ainsley.
Okay.
I tell you, how can you believe this blasphemy? If it was a miracle, maybe I would believe it. But this is not even witchcraft.
The only eyes that see everything belong to God. I can only give you what I can see with the eyes of man.
Have you just been fooled?
Do you think the bodies of the dead have been fooled? May I show you their markings? Will that
Why?
convince
But they
you?
can use a weapon. They can use a claw on like a gauntlet. I mean,
A gauntlet.
yeah.
Okay, that's it. Come with me, for Sir Francesco. I show him the bodies of the dead that were killed by Lord Brock. I want him to see those marks.
Okay.
And because
Yep.
Sir Francesco is a man of tools, of weapons. He knows the difference between a knife and a sword, and claws and a spear, and so on. And he presents those markings. What do you think made these? Not in an accusatory manner.
They were clearly made by some massive animal.
No, that is a claw. Maybe a bear.
Maybe a bear. You think?
Yeah,
A bear snuck into the tunnel by itself.
No, of course not.
Exactly.
I'm saying somebody took a bear's claw and used it.
Have you ever seen such a weapon?
No.
We saw him transform into a werewolf with our own eyes. And if my word is not good enough, at least your fellow knight, pointing back to the mayor's house, he was present too. You may ask him. Whatever evidence you require to build your faith, I will gladly supply it.
I will
this
just
is going on.
look for myself.
Yeah. But you must be convinced of certain facts lest you fall prey to them, including your silver sword or halberd. You might need that dearly. But above all, belief is required in these matters.
I will believe when I see it, if I see it.
And when you do, I hope that your courage stays with you.
What language are y'all speaking in?
Britain.
Okay, so Brectonish.
Yes.
I was just making sure I could understand you. Otherwise,
Oh, sorry. I should have said that first. Yeah.
Boyden's not understanding it because he taken up residence disciple in the barracks and he's sleeping.
Okay.
Going like
Boyden's out. Yeah.
Yeah. Those, by the way, so those 4 guys that helped you with the murder board.
Yeah.
They basically appointed themselves your personal assistants. So they're following you around all over the place, doing whatever you tell them.
Go Ravens. Yeah. If there's some way that Brother Ainsley can reward the archers that did such a fine job in staying alive, and I mean, the ratio of our people dropping to the enemy and the number of people that we dropped, our archers did amazing.
Oh yeah, you guys kicked ass.
Oh man, we freaking mopped up.
we wouldn't have won without the.
Right, what is the scene in this scenario?
Oh yeah, let's figure that out. So now after the initial battle, what does Oseen do?
Drinking.
You
You had
see
to ask.
O'Sheen, there's this Irishman who's like loaded.
Come on, if anybody's surprised, I don't know what to tell you.
Sir Francesco and O'Sheen. This is a conversation I want to see. One guy who is
I'm gonna.
well, Sir Francesco is by nature. It seems to be the kind of guy who needs to see it to believe it, which is perfectly acceptable. However, O'Sheen is a victim of supernatural circumstance. He wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the supernatural.
No, he's there for completely natural means that he thinks are supernatural. Because
Exactly.
he thinks there's a curse on him that he can't get home.
But I'm
in
talking about
reality,
belief.
Huh?
Just raw belief. What did these two men individually believe? Night and day.
Yeah.
Oh, night. Knighth.
Yeah.
Okay, so the night passes pretty uneventfully, except for the occasional howling.
Okay.
And the next day, everybody's up. The sun is up.
Checking on the wounded.
Yeah, everybody seems to be doing well.
Good.
No serious injuries.
Change bandages, everything.
Do I hear like a hit point or?
Oh, okay, yes. How many were you down?
I'm down to 18 when we figured out that I messed up my hit points before.
Okay, Brigga is going to give you something to drink. That's
Potion
really
time.
foul and disgusting tasting, but by the morning, you are back up 7 points.
Ooh.
Do I smell what she gives him?
Do you want to? It's disgusting.
It's absolutely foul. It's
I smell
absolutely
it
foul.
and say, it smells better than the cooking of most of the people. I'm sorry, you're spices.
Yeah, she gives you a part of that and part of what she's giving us, Sir Edward. She's giving him this stuff too, but he's going to be laid up for a bit yet. His wounds were much more serious.
It tastes very bitter, and it tastes like a stomach bile.
Oh,
And
yeah.
dandelions.
And not your stomach either.
Burnt hair and black licorice. But it smells much worse than that.
Brother Anthony will also spend a lot of time in prayer, praying not only for the dead but for the living, and on his knees to God, just hoping that praying that all this with Lord Brock and Lady Brienne would work out, and that Captain Merrick and his team will make it to Camelot safely. Praying for their safe passage too.
Alrighty. Okay, so the sun is up. Everybody's up and about. Things are under control. So what plan are you guys going to make? How are you going to proceed?
So, does anybody have any idea where this Brock character would be?
Quite possibly back where we found his lady.
Kaywin would know that if
I was going to say, I believe I know where he is.
There is an excellent chance you know that he had been using the old tower as his headquarters, and there's also the pagan site where you swore your oath of loyalty to him in the woods that he often frequents. Those are the two places you know he is most.
That's what I would let the group know.
Now, where is that site on this map? I mean, I see the old tower, but where's the site where the oath was sworn?
That is, if you look in the upper northwest corner, there's a big gap in the woods where there's a raised plateau. There is an old pagan site up there, an old henge.
That's a good 4 miles easy. Okay. How far away is that from the old tower?
From the tower, it's about 3 miles direct, but it's through dense woods, and there's some lakes. You'd probably have to go about 5 miles on ground to get there.
And for on horseback, we'll be at a disadvantage in thick woods.
Yeah.
Ask around. What kind of creatures, what kind of activities normally seen around the old tower and the oath place?
There's boar up there and deer. There's wolves. Has been the occasional bear, but they're not common here. And of course, snakes and things like that.
Wait, there are snakes in England?
Yep. It's Ireland that doesn't have the snakes.
Yeah, that's right. No, but I thought it's too cold. Is it too cold to have snakes? Never mind.
Well, we have 2 realms to examine. One will be treacherous by horseback, should we be waylaid. The other is more out in the open.
We should stick to our horses.
What is known about the old tower?
It's been there forever. It was an old watchtower. It was originally during the early wars against Essex, but it was burned down and hasn't been used in a long time.
Burned down. Okay.
Yeah. It's mainly in the most recent years been used as a shelter by the miners because there's a mine north of there.
Right. I see that.
Although that's been closed down for years.
How when you cross the river, this is a quarter mile across this river? An eighth?
About an eighth of a mile.
Okay.
It's not deep. It's more of a stream. There are several places you can ford it.
Okay. Very good. And let me make certain I understand where this place where the oath was sworn. I mean, if you're looking at the 2 lakes in the north, is this far patch in the upper northeast? No, you said it was a plateau.
Yeah, in the northeast. Sorry, yes. There's
that northeast corner.
Yes, there's a plateau, that big clearing, and then there's a henge up on top of it.
And what's the significance of the henge?
It's an ancient pagan site from before the Romans were here.
Before the Romans were here. Whoa. Possibly old magic if we see any. Turn to the local who knows the place the best. Colin, is his perspective different than ours? I imagine.
Well, he knows he will know these woods very thoroughly.
Right. So what does he know?
It's it's rugged terrain. It's swampy once you go south of the river, but it's pretty dry up there. Very hilly. And the plateau is quite steep.
I saw Coco just appear in our restream, but why don't I see him on YouTube?
Huh.
Huh. Do you guys see Coco B's?
I didn't notice. I don't have the YouTube page open.
Oh no, but in restream you see we have snakes in MB.
I see it. You just had to turn off from top comments to newest, and you'll see it.
Yeah, I see it too, of course, but he's not here in restream with us.
No, he's on YouTube.
Right. So why don't I see him on YouTube?
Change top to newest on
Change
YouTube.
Top
comments to newest.
Atmos, you know all this. You know all the cool things, dude.
I say we go to the open field where we have the advantage.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we should probably go to the tower first, and then the pagan site. He would go there probably closer to the evening.
I'm in agreement.
Okay, you know him. I trust you.
Okay. Ishan is passed out drunk, so nobody wants to bother him.
Brother Ainsley would like to make certain that Oshin is in a place where he's at least comfortable and won't break his neck falling out of a chair or something. Lay him down in a spot where he's...
bring a roll to on his stomach in case he vomits.
Exactly. Something for his head to rest on. He's been through a lot too. Oh my gosh.
Okay, are you guys going to take anyone with you, or is it just the 4 of you who are going to go?
Yeah,
that's us.
Alrighty. So you head out of town. How far are you going to go along? Are you going to take the road? What direct are you going to take?
Take the road, I think.
Okay, the closest you get to the river is if you pass the church and the horse farm, and you can turn north, and there's a small fishing enclave right at the river.
Right.
And Kaywin would know that there's just about a quarter mile east of there. There's a decent place to ford the river.
Tell them about the easier crossing ways.
Okay, so it's about 8 mile journey, so good 2 hours on horseback, and you
On a
get to the or bullback, as the case may be.
3 hours. No.
Get to the where the fishing village was. It's completely burned down.
Mm.
All the huts have been destroyed. You see some scattered bones. Apparently, people were killed very early on.
No survivors of any kind.
No, you see there were several campfires here and a lot of empty bottles and broken pottery. It looks like a lot of the bandits were had a little hoedown here at some point during the festivities.
Any recent tracks of any kind?
Nothing recent,
Okay.
except some animal tracks and things like that.
And speaking of animals, out of character here, Melkor, may I recommend that your bird fly up above us and do aerial reconnaissance?
Sure.
Watch from a 3D angle, if you will.
I'll send him up and watch through his eyes.
I'm playing another game where my character has a bird, and they're always in constant communication doing recon. So this is second nature. It's really cool that you've got this whole entourage. The snake can detect earthquakes. The bull can detect well crap.
Okay, so the hawk. Basically, it's very rough, hilly terrain to the tower. You don't see anything around it. You don't see any animals at all. It looks like they've cleared out. It's kind of unnaturally empty.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have him fly towards the castle real quick and go check out the castle.
Okay. Okay, as you'll do that as you're approaching, as you're heading towards the ford. The castle everything looks normal there. You don't see any activity.
And we're gonna go check out the pagan site and see if we need to head that way, and check out the woods too. Maybe I'll see any wolf movement down there through the woods.
Yeah, look for anything unusual, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, the best fording site is where if to the east of the fishing village, right below where those hills come closest to the river. It's
Okay.
right at the foot base of that.
Does this also look like ambush territory? A good place for us to hit?
It's reasonably open here. Once you get into the hills and the woods, though, that could change.
Yeah, head is on a swivel, your eyes and ears are open. He may be a priest, but he wasn't always. Or a monk, I'm sorry. Well, he was never a priest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Also, I guess I'll be looking for a potential den area for the wolves, where they would rest during the day, because they're usually nocturnal most of the time.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't see any obvious sign.
I say we make it across the river.
We could still check out the tower, or they could be inside the tower.
Are there any tracks around the tower? Any signs of people coming or going?
Not that you see from the air.
Not
But
that we see from the air.
Yeah, because it's mostly grass here, so there's not a lot of obvious tracks that you can see from the hawk.
So, but if there were like clearly a path of 30 wolves, we'd see a large path of foot markings if they had come here. Okay. Well, turn to Sir Francesco. Shall we get closer to the old tower, or is it off
I do
to
not see why not. Just be careful, because we are engaging in close quarters.
Now, this is mostly open territory, Doc?
Yes, although that will change once you cross the river.
Okay, we'll keep Brother Angel likes to keep out his British longbow out as they're crossing.
Okay.
And then,
You cross the stream without any particular problem. At its deepest,
hey,
it goes up to the chest of the horses, but it's nice and smooth, easy crossing. You get across the river, and the terrain here is very hilly to the north, very damp and wet to the east, and that's where the forest starts.
The lovely weather of England.
Okay, so you guys are going to make for the tower.
Yes.
Now, are you going to skirt around the forest here, or are you going to go through?
I suggest we do not go straight into the forest. We go around it.
Okay, so you're going to go a little bit out of your way, so about a 1.5 mile trip.
Correct.
There's a nice little path that's been worn through. There used to be a road here. It's pretty chewed up now. It hasn't been used for a long time, but it's a nice little cleft through the hills. As you approach, you see. Did I not put that on here? Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I did not include this particular image.
Didn't include it? Are we supposed to know about it if you didn't include it?
Gather images, location pics. Ah.
Uploading.
Here we are.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's not foreboding.
Yeah.
not at all.
And as you get close to the tower, the ground sinks. It starts getting very swampy here.
Whoa, okay.
It's starting to rain because it's England, and it's been several minutes.
Yeah.
And it's very overcast, and you see this before you.
Actually, believe it or not, there's a drought right now in 6 counties in Ireland.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yikes.
It doesn't always rain, but it rains.
But when it does,
it always does.
Is there more solid ground to get between us and the watchtower? I don't want our horses.
The ground is fairly sunken there, so there's going to be a couple feet of water from every direction going up to the tower.
Any signs of life in the watchtower at all?
Nothing you can see.
Executioner, would you be so kind as to send your bird around? See the other sides of the tower that are beyond our eyes?
Excuse me?
Yes.
Send the bird.
I'm going to also have him carry the snake over the swamp and drop him on the tower and have him go inside and investigate.
Oh, dude, that is a good idea.
Okay. He drops the snake up there. The snake finds a old rotted away trap door.
As he's doing it, I talked to Ainsley in Latin. I said, "What is this talk about sending the snake by the bell?" What?
The good Lord provides in many ways, Sir Francesco. You are living proof that miracles exist. But can you be the only one?
Miracles, yes. Falses, no.
Open your mind. There is more to life.
Yes. As I do that, the host sneeze. And I said, the host just told me we should all go to France.
There is more in this area than just us, Sir Francesco. Please keep it down.
Okay, so the snake finds an old rotted trapdoor up top. It slithers down a spiral staircase, and you see through its eyes there is about a half dozen guys with bows up against the wall between the openings of the windows, and they're shush, let them get closer. Let them get closer.
Executioner?
I'm gonna try to exit out of my trance or whatever when I go into the vision, and I'm gonna tell the guys it's a trap.
Back off.
I go back, but I'm like, how do you figure it is a trap?
Back off, but not in a sudden way.
There's 6 archers inside the window walls.
I look in the window. I try to see them with my own naked eyes.
You don't see anyone.
I mean, it is a sensible thing to happen.
Out
If
loud, Brother Ainsley would like to say, if there is anything here, it's been gone a long time ago. We're wasting our time. And slowly turns his horse around as if he's disinterested.
My host doesn't like. My host doesn't like it, and I kind of poke at my host so it starts riding away. Seemingly natural, but it's me.
What's Boyden doing?
Suddenly.
Boyden wants to know if we circle around the watchtower, is there egress that doesn't require us to be in like the sunken water?
There is at the north side a causeway, which you would not be able to bring the mounts over. It's very narrow. You can pass over it on foot though in single column.
Whisper.
Is this causeway? Does it kind of protect us from view a little bit, or
It
no?
absolutely does not by design.
Okay.
Brother Ainsley would like to ride up beside the executioner. What kind of trap, sir?
There's 6 men they're waiting for the ambush us once we get closer.
Bandits?
Into the swamp. Yes, 6 bandits, archers. They're hiding inside the wall. That's why we can't see them.
Praise God that you saw.
Do we have any oil? Maybe we can fire a arrow of fire in there and catch it afire.
That would take quite a lot of. I'm not certain it'd be worth the effort.
And also, it is too wet. It is too damp and wet here for fire.
Yeah,
But
it's
no-
raining. It's decent amount of rain. It would be a major hassle to try to start a fire.
But no sign of Lord Brock.
No, there's just some guys in ragged armor and clothes. They look like the bandits that have been bothering the town.
Well, since he is our true quarry, right up close to Sir Francesco,
Yes.
our executioner has seen half a dozen men armed with bows, but no Lord Brock. Shall we away?
I mean, there is no sign of this Brock here. Yeah, we have nothing to do here, so let us get out of this shithole.
Brother Ainsley visibly sighs. And holds on to his cross.
Besides, we do not have the advantage, so we will not pursue. It is that simple.
I think we will only come away with injuries.
If someone has some parchment, we could draw a picture of a chicken and fire it into one of the windows.
To what Gordon? Have you had hidden alcohol on your person somewhere, young lad?
We can
chicken.
coax them out.
Coax them out. You would have a better time with live women than pictures of chickens, and we have neither.
Yes,
Boy,
because 6 bandits is what we are here to do. We are only exist to kill 6 bandits. Mamma mia.
Okay, so are you guys going to
do
just
that anymore.
avoid this place? Or are you going to circle around it? What are you going to do?
We're avoiding this place.
Okay. Okay, so you start now. Okay, you're at the old tower. How do you want to try to? Where do you want to pass through the woods? As you can see, there is a large lake to your immediate east, and the terrain leading up to there is very uneven and rough. There is a gap along the north side of the lake.
That looks like Ambush City. If you had your backs to the lake and you're up on that in the northwest of the lake, you have the high ground. You could feather anybody you wanted.
Yeah.
And
If I'm reading it right.
Kaywin would know this, that if you wanted to go through the mine, you can go underground up to very close to the plateau where and avoid the woods, but you would be traveling for about 3 miles underground.
The horses will love that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to take the horses down there.
Which means they could easily be stolen by the nearby bandits or miners or whoever. We fought hard for these horses. What do you guys say?
No, we stay on our horses. There is no reason for us to surrender the advantage of cavalry just for some opportunity that might not be worth anything.
Well, I, for one, I'm very glad to have the benefit of both things mundane and unexplainable. He looks to the executioner and nods to his animals in gratitude. They just, as far as he's concerned, they just saved us from getting feathered.
Khan, basically, Khan Mac, I can't even pronounce it.
Is it common?
Yeah. Can he actually communicate with our horses to have them travel back to town?
But then we're walking back.
He can speak to animals, yes.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I can speak to animals.
Because
They can speak to me.
I believe it'd be safer to go underground.
No.
What brings you that? What makes you think that?
Well, if the mines are not being used, they're potentially unsafe for cave-ins.
No,
Oh.
the mines are a bad avenue. I say we take the high ground on horse, and after that we see that it is clear. If there is any forces on the high ground, we charge at them and devastate them.
Doc, I have a question.
Yes.
Does Kaywin's knowledge, first of all, is it Melkor? Is it Kaywin?
It's Khan.
Khan, like the Wrath of Khan?
Cawn, Khan, yeah.
Khan. Okay, Khan. All right. All right. Doc, does Khan's knowledge as the executioner match up with what we've been saying, cave-ins on all this, or is it safer than it seems?
Well, that's not someplace he would have messed around with, but he knows there is a tunnel that goes through the woods there.
He knows the tunnel, but has he ever been through it?
No, he wouldn't have had any cause to go down there.
And
again, it's a disused mine. It's not a safe place to be.
But what if he chased a snake? I'm just kidding.
So, my viewpoint is I'd rather fight enemies in an enclosed space instead of having to deal with enemies that could be hiding in the trees surrounding us within like a vast expanse.
Right, but what happens?
At least if we travel through the tunnel, we'll be able to see our enemy right up in our face, and when it happens, instead of being ambushed.
Perhaps so, but we give up first of all, the horses could be endangered somewhere between here and the village. And secondly, if we need to run as fast as we can, we don't have the horses to help us escape.
No, abandoning our horses is not an option.
Well, he is our commander now, right?
Yeah, he is in charge.
Oh, okay.
So you are our commander.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
As of today.
We will follow your lead, Francisco.
You know, in all of my experience in the army, I have not seen one single situation where abandoning the horses was a good idea. 1 man on the horses were 10 men on foot. Or a bull.
I was going to say the bull. What about the bull?
Or a bull.
So, what route eastward? Should we keep the river between us and the forest? I mean, I'm sorry. Should we have the river to the south, go way down to the river, and then have the forest north of us and the river behind us?
I think we should go north to between the gap between the forest and the river, and use speed to our advantage.
Between the river north?
Oh, you mean the lake?
You mean the lake?
Yeah, lake. Sorry.
Okay.
That will minimize the amount of time you're in the woods.
Yeah.
That Zelensky-looking guy is not in charge.
Hey, it does look like Zelensky, yeah.
Definitely not in charge.
Does everybody understand the plan?
Well enough to follow it.
Is there anybody with any objections?
Only the snake, I'm sure.
And by this time, the snake has crawled back up. The hawk comes and picks him up and drops him back down on you and sits on your shoulder.
So we just ride in that area. Keep a lookout for anything. If they ambush us, it will be from the forest. We will run.
In the forest proper, the wolf will be the better scout.
Right.
That makes sense.
Well,
Okay.
I was figuring once we get to the north of the lake, we'll start trying to track them.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get to the northern corner of the lake. The hills clear out here. It's a nice big gap between where the trees start on the north and the lake. The lake's about a little over a mile at this width. It's just to the south of you. Who has outdoor at what level?
Bing. Brother Ainsley has outdoor at 2.
Khan has an outdoor 4.
Okay. Give me
I have an
a
outdoor
2d6. Con, give me 2d6 plus 2.
Add +1 for luck for Brother Ainsley.
Well, we'll do you separate if he doesn't find it.
9 plus 2.
Okay.
11.
You definitely see a large number of wolf tracks right on the edge of the water.
Fresh.
They are fairly fresh, and they're heading east into the woods.
Oh boy.
They've been here within the last few hours.
Was it the
Probably
last
a half dozen of them.
half dozen wolves? And how recently, Doc?
Within the last couple hours.
Couple hours. So within 120 minutes. Okay. Were they moving fast? Were they trotting?
They were running.
They were running.
So we have movement of wolves. Now this Brook fellow, he goes about with wolves, I understand.
Lord Brock himself is a werewolf and runs with them in wolf form, I believe.
Of course he is.
We have seen him transform with our own
I know, I was not doubting you.
When
Yes.
it happens with you, you will see with our eyes.
I don't actually think we saw him transform. We definitely heard him speak through that form.
Doc, I thought back at the old castle.
You did not see him transform from human to wolf. You saw him transform from that extremely large wolf to a humanoid wolf.
Right, from an extremely large wolf to a humanoid. Wait a second. Are there any extremely large tracks?
No, these appear to be normal wolves.
I remember we did not see his tracks when we tried.
Oh, that's right.
And you never saw tracks from him.
Hence
even in places
why
they obviously should have been.
Boyden doesn't think he's a werewolf. He thinks he's a spirit.
Mm.
He might be completely wrong about it, but that's what he's thinking about it.
So
Whoa.
we know that this Brook fellow is surrounded by wolves as a habit.
Sometimes he acts alone, like when he attacked the infirmary.
I see. Well, my suggestion is we follow the tracks in the direction. We should be very careful about entering the wolf.
Entering the wolf.
Enter woods.
Oh.
Where the wolves are.
I don't want to enter a wolf in any way, shape, or form. It sounds
Jeez.
unnatural.
Okay, so you follow the tracks and you come to the wall where the woods enter. The woods here are about a quarter mile across before you come to the next clearing of the smaller lake.
Is archery a good idea in this, or is it definitely melee only?
It is very close quarters. You probably wouldn't be able to get a shot off more than at most 10 yards. The woods are pretty dense.
Swap out his bow, draw the silver arming sword.
Sailed
10
up.
yards,
Sold.
10 yards is still 30 feet.
Milker, what'd you say?
I was saying 10 yards is still 30 feet. That's a good distance.
All right. But in Doc's game, that
Oh yeah, that's one movement. Yeah.
especially wolf.
Boyden's going to keep his arming sword sheathed. He has a plan.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I have my halberd in one hand. No, actually, I have my shield in one hand and the sword in the other. Halberd is ready at a draw. Walking on foot, and the horse's rein is behind me. So
oh, you're on foot.
It will be very difficult to navigate on horseback here, and if you are
Okay,
attacked,
dismount.
you would be at a severe disadvantage.
Okay,
on
dismount.
mountain.
All right.
So dismounting, horse walking hand and horse in the reins. Thankfully, horses are very good at kicking stuff.
Right, Melkor?
Okay, so what is your marching order? How are you proceeding?
I'm in the front.
Okay. Who's behind him?
Carwin, please be behind me. You seem to have a good eye.
I'll be up front.
Okay.
I'll take the rear.
Okay. And Brother Angel will be in the middle. All right. You guys begin proceeding.
And my wolf is with me.
What'd you say, Melkor?
Is the wolf with you, or are you sending him ahead?
The wolf, I'm gonna send him ahead, tracking, sniffing from the most recent trail.
Okay. He gets to the far end where the woods break again. And he sees that they headed north along the shore of the smaller lake, and that's as far as he sees where he is. He doesn't want to get too far ahead of you. Boyden, who is in back, about 20 minutes into the woods, you hear a distinct crack behind you.
Someone goofed.
I will scream like a little girl, and I'm going to start climbing a tree.
Okay, Boyden screams like a little girl. As you turn around to watch, he's scurrying up a tree.
So he's left his horse behind. He's going up with one sword. No wonder you left your sword in your sheath, so you could climb the tree.
Okay, a moment later,
Brother Ainsley turns.
a clear miss, but an arrow goes flying through the midst of you guys from behind.
Ambush! Archery!
Yeah.
So somebody within 10 yards fired?
You do not see them, but they had to be reasonably close because it's quite dense in here.
Well,
Hey,
Y'all my compatriots, we should have went through the tunnel.
a little late now.
Field up.
Ainsley charges the archer. He can't stay here and be pincushioned.
So you're just going to go heading in that direction?
Wherever
we
they're,
can't see 'em.
might not have to.
Okay, let's see. Give me an athletics roll, -1.
Okay. Does his body count for anything?
Do you not have athletics?
1 second. 2 plus his
And it's 1 + 1 for luck.
first one for luck. 6, 7.
Okay, you do not fall on your ass.
Woody.
However, you see one of the archers now,
Okay.
just as he fires at you.
All right.
And he hits you.
Okay.
Side.
Pretty glancing wound. He basically cuts through your arm. Your
Okay.
upper
How much
arm.
damage did it do?
You took 3 points of damage.
Did my armor absorb it?
That's after the armor.
Okay.
You're now down to 26. So basically, you turn around, you see him. Arrow comes flying past you, scrapes the upper part of your arm.
At least I didn't hit you in the knee.
Did this is the only archer, and what does he look like?
It's one that you see. It's a guy in very ratty male shirt and rags, wearing a cap.
If this is the same bunch from the watchtower, they had to haul butt to reach us.
Nah, there's no way they reached us. We have horses, they don't.
Exactly. All right.
I think there's more than a bunch of scrubs with bows and arrows in this place than those ones. Anyways, I look at him and I say, information advance. Crouching low, sealed up, steady steps, as much trees between me and whatever direction I'm going to as possible.
Okay. Boyd ends up a tree. God, what do you do? We can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted.
Got it.
I'm gonna be ducking behind the tree and scanning with my bow and arrow for something to shoot at.
Okay. So far, Brother Ainsley is the only one that sees one.
Can Brother Ainsley yell out?
Oh, absolutely.
There's one archer here.
Okay. Are you going to? You had your sword out. So are you going to charge him?
That's what I was doing from the get-go.
Okay. Give me a melee roll. Your melee is 1. So give me 2d6. What is he? What will we count him as? -3. 2d6 -3.
Okay. Was that including his luck?
Yes.
11. -3 is 8.
Okay, you managed to hit him. 2d6. Your damage is.
He has a plus 3
Oh, you're
body.
a burly monk.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's one of the reasons he wears
11,
male armors
minus
underneath his
4,
robes is because he can.
10, 22, minus 4.
First time he's hit in melee before.
You give him a good whack across the chest. He grunts in pain, but he's not down.
Okay.
No.
Okay, following turn. He is going to drop his bow
Okay.
and pull out a short sword. And you guys will have one more round of fighting before Francisco arrives.
Okay.
Kaywin, you do see another archer who is
I'm gonna
trying to
take a shot.
sneak up from behind Ainsley.
I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Okay, your melee or missile rather. Kaywin, missile 4. Ooh, okay. -2 for the woods. Give me 2d6 +2.
And I have a question for you, Doc, when you're ready.
Okay.
After that.
5 plus 2, 7.
Okay, that just hits. And this is a short bow, correct?
No, it's a composite.
Oh, composite bow. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Good thinking.
Oh, and that is enough for a critical.
Nice.
Critical hit.
Woot. Ding. Other way around, actually.
Ooh, 3. Right in the neck. He
Oh.
stumbles over and falls down. He's not dead, but he's grasping at it, gurgling. Okay, Brother Ainsley, you are now engaged with melee.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
He has 4 in perception, +1 and he has excellent hearing, which gives him a total of +5 in perception. Is he aware that someone's behind him?
You hear it just as you hear the thwack and that.
Okay, cool. So he is aware that there's
Something is going on behind you.
Okay. Brother Ainsley would like to turn his attacker so that his back is facing his party.
I'm going to try to maneuver him. Okay,
Yep.
what? Okay. Do you have
No,
acrobatics or athletics?
This isn't athletics of 2, and where's acrobatics?
You don't have it.
I don't see. No. Where is it on the character sheet? Is what I'm asking.
Let me see. Did I?
I don't see acrobatics anywhere on here.
Let me double check.
It
might be an
I think
actual
it might be
trait.
it's a sub skill of something. Actually, let me double check where it is.
Because in the past, it's always been athletics rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it's of athletics. Okay, so you have 2 athletics.
Right now, he's not trying to perform any kind of acrobatic maneuver.
But you're trying to maneuver him to be on the other side of you.
Well, if I can move to his flank, either he turns to me and attacks me, facing each other, or one way, or he gives my character his back. That's what he's trying to do.
He just moves backwards.
If it's his turn.
Well, that's the thing. You're trying to force him into a specific position, so we have to have a skill contest.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Between you. Because you are engaged in melee. He's actively opposing you as well. So give me 2d6 +2.
Okay, and can I slash him on the way past?
Oh, well, we'll do that after. You're both still going to attack this turn.
Total of 9.
Okay, you do get onto the side of him.
Okay.
So you now off to your left, and you see the guy through your peripheral vision lying on the ground with the arrow in him. Okay, so give me an attack roll at, again, -3.
It's a 5. Not enough.
No.
Okay, so he deflects that easily.
But his back is to the party.
Yes, his back is to them.
Excellent. So he can. So someone can shoot him or something. Okay.
Okay, he hits you, but again, another glancing blow. You're down another 3. So you're down to 23. The armor is serving you well.
I'll say.
Okay, following turn, Sir Francisco, you are now coming up right behind this guy that Brother Ainsley is engaged in melee. He does not see you. His
Beautiful.
focus, his concentration is focused on him.
I'm just gonna break his kneecap with a kick.
Okay, unarmed.
Oh no!
You're
Wait,
unarmed?
no. Actually, I'm just gonna hit it with my sword. I'm gonna take my shield and bonk it on his
Okay.
kneecap.
You've got a melee of 5. Ooh,
Yep.
badass. Okay, give me -2.
Good change from unarmed.
Plus he's flanking, so give me a straight 2d6 plus 5.
Nice.
The rest all zeros out.
10.
That's
10.
exactly what I was hoping for.
And we're going to call this, and you're doing this with your shield?
Yep.
Okay, now are you just going to bash him, or are you going to try to charge and knock him down?
It's all to knock him down.
Okay. Let me double check that real quick, how that works.
Bonk.
Shield charge. I just got to double check that. Shield charge. Okay. Body trait contest. Give me 2d6 plus your body bonus, which is +4. 2d6 plus 4.
8, 12.
Does flanking
12?
help?
Oh.
Yes, that's all counted in. And you knock him right on his ass, and he is stunned.
Nice. Does he let go of his weapon?
Yes, he will drop it.
Beautiful. Whose turn is it?
Bonk.
And Boyden, you notice 2 more guys rushing up. They do not appear to be armed with bows. You see 2 guys rushing up with clubs. They're about 2 turns away.
Does
The direction
Brother
you guys
Ainsley hear
are
him?
heading.
Are they going to pass underneath me, or are they?
They will pass directly beneath you in 1 turn.
I'm going to draw my dagger, and I'm going to wait until they pass underneath me, and I'm going to attempt to drop on one of them.
Okay. Khan. Okay, so you've dropped the one guy. He is not dead. He's writhing around. He is grievously wounded. And you see Sir Francesco has taken out the one that Brother Ainsley was fighting. And you do hear more footsteps approaching from that direction.
The guy that he knocked on the ground with the shield, he's still able to get up and fight. If
He's stunned.
Right?
Yeah, he's stunned right now, but he's not seriously injured.
I'm going to fire at him.
Okay,
Oof.
take a shot at him. Okay.
He's sitting down. Ooh.
Okay. K1 missile 4. Give me 2d6 plus 4.
6 plus 4, 10.
10.
Go, Con, go.
And another critical. This is going to be you just take him right out, just right into the chest. He flops
Nice.
around a little. He's very dead. And that was the guy you initially shot, or the one that was fighting Brother Ainsley?
The one that was stunned on the ground. Right?
Oh, okay. Yes, so these guys are both dead.
Okay.
And you guys now hear footsteps approaching very rapidly. They come first across Boyden. There's 2 of them, one in front of the other. They're passing directly beneath you.
I'm going to drop down with the dagger in hand and try to strike from above without hurting myself.
Okay, do you have athletics?
My
Oh, wait,
athletics is
What's that?
my athletics is 2.
Okay. Pretty straight drop, so it won't be. We'll call that a fairly easy. Landing will be another matter. Okay, give me a 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2. All right. Uh, 6 to 8.
Okay, you'll definitely hit him. Are you going to try to stab him in the same motion as you're dropping?
Yes.
Okay, your melee.
Does this count as a sneak attack or?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
You are doing a weird thing, so I'm going to give you a -2 for that. Give me just straight 2d6 roll.
Oh, 4.
Okay, you knock him on his ass. You don't manage to stab him though. Oh, and now I'm going to need a body trait roll -2. So 2d6, straight 2d6 for you.
All right. Straight 2d6.
Good luck, Boyden.
Oh no. I'm gonna roll 2 1s.
No, you'll be better than that.
4.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage and you are stunned 1 turn. You do not land gracefully. You guys see Boyd, these guys come running up, and Boyd just drops from the tree,
No, listen,
knocks
does
the
he
guy in
yell?
his ass, then falls
Listen,
face
does he
first
yell?
into the dirt.
Doc,
What's up?
does he yell? I thought
Do
Boyden was
you
really quiet.
yell, Boyden?
Yeah.
Okay. So he drops from the tree. He knocks the guy down, then lands flat on his face. Oof! So there's
Boyden
one
is
guy's
convinced-
down. The guy behind him is stunned. He just was not expecting. He's like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
Boyden is convinced he is a monkey.
What's a monkey?
It is. Never mind.
Okay, so the 3 of you see this guy just kind of standing there.
Get him.
Okay,
How
you're
tall
all-
is he? Yeah.
He's about 6 yards away from you. You could charge and attack.
Okay, definitely.
Where's the rest of your people?
Oh, question them later. Whose turn is it?
Okay. Oh, so what are Brother Ainsley and so what are the 3 of you going to do as you see this guy?
Brother Ains is going to charge and defend Boyden.
Okay, he's going to charge and
Attack the guy who attack the guy who's standing.
Okay, Francesco, what are you doing?
Take my halberd and lunge towards the guy who's standing up.
Okay, Khan.
I guess I'll fire an arrow at the guy.
As these guys are charging him, that could be dangerous.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
The other one?
The guy
I'll
who's
just
stunned.
charge forward.
Okay.
Melkor, did you want to pop the other one? Who's on Boyden?
Well, I would still be firing past them, so I'd be like firing into
There was a
melee.
guy.
There's one guy sprawled out on the ground.
Yeah, there was a guy who's
You
stunned.
would have a clear shot at him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and fire on him.
Okay. Cohen, missile
I got a
4.
9.
Oh, easily hits. 7.
Pick the
You
right
get him in
guy.
the upper thigh, and he wails in pain and grabs the air. Ah!
Oh, he's
Okay.
down to the pipe.
You two, let's see, who's got the higher? Francisco's body's +4. Ainsley's
Cisco
plus
probably.
3. So, Francisco, you arrive at the guy standing there first.
All right, so I attack with my halberd.
Okay. You're going to make a stabbing attack?
Yep.
Okay. 2d6 plus 5 is 11. Yeah, you'll easily hit him. That's a 3d6 plus 4. Oh, you just skewer him right through the sternum and it comes out the back.
Wow.
And Brother
Well,
Ainsley
but-
gets there
yeah.
like, yeah, you take that.
Well, on the contrary, Brother Ains, if he sees a halberd sticking out of the guy, he runs past the guy because Brother Ains has been around to know when someone's mortally wounded. Goes up to Mr. Screamer, puts the sword to his neck and says, "How many more of you are there on your life?"
I don't know how many left. Most died attacking the town. There's pockets of us here and there. Me and my friends are the only ones I know about. Lord Wolf told us to keep an eye. He said people would be coming.
Where is Lord Wolf? And I take the halberd and I point it as close to him.
I disarm this guy.
He comes and goes. He comes and goes. He goes deep into the forest. That's all I know.
We know where he's going. We know where he's going. I'm taking us there.
I'm disarming this guy.
Okay.
I just execute him.
Oh.
He's gonna... Okay, yeah, you don't have to roll for that.
Am I still stunned?
You're
check on Rainsley.
You're pulling, you're pulling yourself off the ground now, spitting out some dirt and grass.
Yeah.
You're more embarrassed than hurt.
Brother Ainsley's trying to help him to his feet. Yeah.
Boy, then, what in the name was that? Because one moment we're marching, the other you go up the tree, you that fall down shouting like a monkey. You know what is a monkey?
Sir Francesco, you might have realized by now that you were the only soldier here. Are you all right, Boyden?
Yeah. What's a monkey?
I don't know.
It is a small animal, vaguely similar to a human, with hands and feet and a tail. Very hairy.
There's a joke in
It
here
likes to
somewhere.
climb trees and shout.
Boyden reaches his
What
bum
I am saying
and
is,
comments, I don't have a tail.
no.
Brother Ainsley's going to search these guys for anything unusual, weapons.
They have. They each have short swords. 2 of them had bows.
Okay.
They've all got a very crude dagger. They're wearing very rough armor.
But any
2
intel
of them
on
have
them?
like torn up shirts of mail. The other 2 have like leather jerkins. Nothing of interest on them. A couple coins.
There's one guy with an apple.
That's the guy you just killed.
No, there's another guy.
No, that was the
No,
guy.
that
you
was
just
the
killed.
last survivor.
Oh, is the guy that got
What
shot in the
about the
throat?
guy
Is he
with-
still bleeding out? Might as well put him out of his misery.
They're all gone.
No,
Yeah,
there were 4 guys. There were 4 guys.
Yeah, you killed the
I
last
killed
one, dude.
3.
Leo, your Francesco killed the last guy.
Yeah. 'Cause I
There was
killed
3 of them were killed.
What about the guy I found with a shield?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, there was a guy I found with a
No,
shield.
no,
that
the
was
one who shot in the thigh. The one you somebody stabbed. Yeah, you stabbed him on the
You
ground.
stabbed him.
Remember, he's the
on the
one you
ground.
got through the sternum.
Oh, yeah.
He was number 4. He was the one I was going to question. He gave you
yeah.
he gave you the information, and then you stabbed him.
Oh yeah. Ask questions later.
He's too late now. He's dead.
No, later.
Much later, like in the next life.
Okay, at this point, you notice your horses have scattered a bit in the area in the commotion, but Khan can just kind of like whistle to them and they'll come back.
That's
Yeah,
totally
that's what I
cool.
was about to say. I'm just gonna do my beast magic and summon them.
Yeah, he just calls out and the horses all just like, oh, is it over?
Um,
I'm gonna try to view with my falcon, and find anything above us. How far are we away from the actual pagan site? You know, just some information.
You are about 2 miles direct, and there's another about a mile of woods. You've got another about half mile before you enter the woods again. You're north of the smaller lake, so you got about a half mile to go to the woods, and then there's about a mile woods leading to the clearing where the plateau is.
Brother Ainsley would like to use his healing magic, I put in quotation marks, to restore some of his own wounds. The 6 points that he took. What kind of roll on that?
Okay. See what I gave you in divine favor. You don't have to roll for that, but you basically pray over the injury.
Do what? He prays over the injury, and
I'm sorry. You're
this
doing
is new to him.
Okay, no, you're doing okay, you're doing first
No,
aid.
no, I'd gladly have divine favor.
I'm seeing if I gave that to you. I was like, did I do that? No.
No, as much as cool as I think that would be, that is unfair.
Okay,
yeah.
so you give him 2 points back, so he's only down 1 now.
He was hit twice for 6 points total.
Oh, right. So he's 17. Okay, he's up to 19 now.
Wait a second. Do what? 19? He.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Whoa.
No, you're talking about Boyden, right?
Sure. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Boyden just hurt himself falling out of the tree.
Okay. I was going to heal. Okay. So Boyd is healed for 2 points.
Yeah, you actually took the most damage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
on your okay.
Yeah.
You gonna wrap yourself up? Okay, give yourself 2 points back. Bring yourself to 25.
Okay.
How many points total do I have? Just so I know.
You are now at 19.
Okay, thank you.
Out of 20.
Yes.
I thought my hit points was 26.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I had to recalculate.
Oh,
'cause I
right.
did that wrong.
I had that. Okay, so you were at 25 then. You were
I
higher.
said
Okay.
20.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because you lost. Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought this was like Traveler.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
What does my character has 5 in healing?
Mm-hmm.
What is he able to do besides? What are the benefits of having 5 points in healing?
Well, it depends on what you're working with. For this, it's just like injuries. All you can do is like bandage them, but that also would work for like medicine, things like that, diagnosing illnesses, that kind of thing.
Surgery,
No.
not yet.
Very crude surgery, but
Yeah,
Bloodletting.
yeah, right. What they knew at the time. All right, say a prayer to God.
Chirgery, as they called it at the time.
I remember.
That's how you still say surgery in Russian, by the way. Chirurgia.
Brother Ainsley says a prayer to God for their continued survival, and goes and tries to do what he can with the horses and gather them up with Khan's help.
Okay. So what animals are you sending ahead, Khan?
The hawk and the wolf.
Okay. The hawk can't see anything down into the woods.
Can you hear anything?
Circle in the pagan
Just
area.
woody noises. Nothing particular.
Woody
But
noises.
once he gets over to the the plateau, he sees a pavilion has been set up in the middle of the stone circle,
Oh, that's new.
and there is a horse there tied up to one of the rocks.
A hostage horse. Oh no.
The wolf, however, after going a little ways in, comes across about 20 wolves who are all just sitting there, and they clear a path for him. But he waits to see what you want him to do.
Get the hell back.
Yeah, come back.
Okay, he turns around and trots back.
And try not to get any followers.
Yeah, they stay right where they are. They were in a big clump. They moved into 2 groups to let him pass if he wanted to.
This happened. This is 2 miles away, right?
This is right at the edge of the where the clearing breaks towards the plateau.
Distance from us?
From you is about half a mile now.
Half. Okay. Oh, so we've been proceeding. Okay.
Yeah.
Carwin, where should we go?
Probably right up to them. I mean, they're going to smell us coming up. I mean, are we downwind, upwind?
You are upwind of him.
Right, so they already know we're coming.
That doesn't mean we have to walk into the wolf's jaws.
That doesn't mean they can stop us. It's a bunch of wolves. We have horses. Horses can stomp
There
on
is
wolves quite
20.
easily.
There are. Well, I'm sorry, he doesn't know how many wolves. There are a pack of wolves, possibly more brigands, and a werewolf.
But we have a horse with a lance. Nothing survives a cavalry charge.
Of which you are the only one trained to perform, I might remind you. Only soldier.
Just follow me.
Okay, as you guys are having
me.
this discussion, one wolf, not your wolf, one big black wolf, walks up close to you.
Close?
And he speaks to Khan. If you will face the master alone, he will consider this over.
I will accept.
I will tell him. And he runs back.
Great.
Excuse me?
So this guy, this wolf comes up, like, "Brrr," and he
Con,
talks
what did
back
you
to it.
agree to? It's clear that Con disagreed to something, right?
It sounds like a bunch of
Did
growling.
you just have the
So
wolf?
No,
I
no, no.
wouldn't
But
even think
body
of you
language.
talking.
Body language.
Lord Wolf Brock wants to fight me in a duel to end this.
And you had no choice but to accept, of course.
Pretty much.
Is Khan wounded in any way?
No,
No.
he is unhurt.
Okay.
And the wolf calls back. Your friends may come, but if they interfere, they will be torn to pieces by the pack.
Is there any kind of is there any way that Brother Ainsley can use his herbalism to increase Khan's fighting prowess?
There are certain potions, but nothing you can just prepare on the fly without any equipment or materials.
All right, I need to learn more about this game. Okay.
I have a question. In this duel, can I give you instructions like a corner man?
I will listen. You are my commander.
Okay, so there is coaching.
Yeah, just no one else can interfere in the fight, or the wolves will involve themselves.
Okay.
No assistance. Advice is okay. Very
Brother
good.
Ainsley is actively praying, hand on his cross and his Bible, looking to God for help.
I'm making geometric circles in the ground in order to figure out how best to approach this fight.
The last time I described the last time we saw what appeared to be Lord Brock in his human form when we filled him with arrows and he didn't die. I described that person and how he was armed to Khan and Sir Francesco.
From what I recall, he got messed up pretty bad, though.
He did get messed up pretty bad, but being a werewolf, he didn't die. But how was he armed back then? He was a big dude. Remember that much. I don't remember him being heavily armored.
I don't remember him even being. I wasn't there.
I just remember O'Shane being able to mess him up pretty bad by himself.
He's not super tough. He's big.
No, we hit him with multiple arrows.
He's big, but he's not super tough. Yeah.
What's the damage on an arming sword? I guess that don't really matter.
It's army sword is 2d6 plus your body bonus.
Or is your character?
I say, Cowan. Wait, I say, Cowan, take this, and I give him my halberd.
I was going to give him and this, and
I have plenty of weapons. I have a war axe, an arming sword, a spear.
How many of those are silver?
He has the one silver arming sword that they gave him.
Exactly. Brother Ainsley would also like to offer his silver arming sword because he has silver arrows.
I do have a +1 magic item of choice, but I haven't really gone over that with Doc yet. So.
What do you want to use it for?
Killing werewolves.
I was thinking my war axe.
Okay, that'll work, and a magic weapon will as good as a silver weapon, or actually probably a little better. So you got a +1 axe. Okay, war axe.
Well, it's also of high quality, but it's magic item, so it's actually +2, right? Or is that wrong?
Oh, it's high quality. Yes, it'll be a +2 axe then. And that's a war axe, you said? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And that's like a Viking style. It could be used one or two handed. It's not like a huge axe. It's like 2 feet long, probably 2.5 feet long, with a single bearded blade.
Yep.
Okay, so
I start taking off my cloak and revealing the slightly scaly arm on the left. And I'm just wearing like a loincloth kind of now, and that's it with the axe. And I put my rest of my weapons on my bull and start heading towards the site.
okay. Oh, and Francesco, you wanted to give him some instruction before?
I say, understanding from this person, he is big, He seems to be, and you're smaller. So remember, go on the outside. If he has his right hand forward, you go on his right side. Go in circles. Once you get in, you're faster on the suites. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Do not go in the center. Center is good for bigger guy.
What is your military skill? Give me
5.
a roll against and add your military skill. 2d6 and add your military.
I got a 3.
So 8?
So 8.
Okay.
Set.
You will, from this instruction, get a +1 on your attacks for the first round from his good advice.
Could Brother Ainsley would like to pray over Khan if he's open to it?
He's a pagan.
I don't believe it'll help anything, but you can do it.
I'm a child of two faiths. One is Welsh,
What?
and one of his family members is pagan. So in their names, this is your chance to cease all the hostilities upon Bramble Hollow and its people and stop all of their pains. This is your chance to do right by the Lord Brock that you once knew. And whatever happens here, you have it upon my word. I will deliver the account of what happens here to his wife at the old castle.
Isn't his wife dead? Ah, yes, he's a ghost.
Yes, she's quite dead. But this is your one chance to seal this for the future of Bramble Hollow. And if anyone can do it, you can. Amen.
I will do it.
I believe you.
I just want you to kill this guy so we can get paid.
Can
Hold on, hey.
can Brother Angel use influence to perhaps do the same thing he did with military?
No, that wouldn't really help. I mean, that wouldn't really do anything in this particular case.
Okay, just figure out if you could give it a shot.
Now, one bonus. Okay, so you guys proceed. Okay,
Yes.
so you walk through the woods. You see wolves. You see a lot of wolves. And as you come to the clearing, there is a very large plateau. It's about 50 feet high. There is a ramp that circles around entirely to get to the top. So you're basically, it's basically a 2-mile walk up the side of this plateau to get there. You see in excess of 100 wolves in the area. They're everywhere. When you get to the top, this is a big plateau. It's about a mile across in each direction. There is a large ring of standing stones. Half of them have fallen on the southern side. And as you approach the pavilion, there's about 3 bandits here sitting outside. Once they see you come to the top, one of them calls inside, and once you get to the top, the flap opens and out walks the 7-foot-tall monstrosity that is Lord Brock.
He's
him
looked
again.
happier.
I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4" and look small.
It's only half a feet. I mean, half a foot. That's not that much.
He says something to his men and indicates you, and they come walking over. They bring like water skins and some bread and cheese. They hand it to you. The Lord Wolf says you may rest for a time before the engagement and eat. And he reminds you, the rest of you, not to interfere. And then he just turned.
No interference. Advice is okay. Yes?
And they walk back, and Brock is just standing in front of the tent, and he's just looking at you, Khan. He's got his arms crossed, and he's just kind of like staring at you the whole time.
I got to sit down on the edge of the dueling area and just sit there in like a meditation. Sit on the ground, and I'm I'm just
I look at at Brock and try to observe his armor, see what it's made of, any gaps, anything to do with the workings of it.
He's bare chested and wearing breeches and barefooted.
Now, Lord Brock did not agree to this coaching. I didn't hear a positive reply to that.
He didn't say no.
He didn't say yes either. Just be careful.
Look, Colin. If I say in Italian, they do not speak Italian. If I say in Italian,
Oh yeah,
Perezza means right, izquierda means left.
It could sound like that he's being a cheerleader, not exactly coaching him from the sidelines.
These are not boys. These are seasoned people, especially Lord Brock himself. If he's that dumb,
I'm not saying he's dumb. I just say he doesn't understand.
yeah. Just,
in my meditation, I'm trying to summon the strength of a bear. Like I'm trying to make myself stronger.
yeah. Brother Ainsley is also praying for the peace of the village, and that Lord Brock's curse is finally ended, and he and his wife can go to the next life in peace, and that Khan will be victorious.
And then I come out of meditation, and I grab a bite to eat, and I chug down a thing of ale or whatever they're drinking, and get ready.
Okay.
I'm going to.
He walks out. He sees that you're armed with his axe, so he goes to and they bring him over. They bring him an axe as well, a similar one. Can I offer you a shield, old friend?
Yes.
Shields. And they bring two over. One of the guys comes over and gives you one, and he takes one.
What kind of shields are they?
Just little round shields. Well, they're actually pretty sizable to them. They're just forearm shields. These are two very big dudes.
Boyden's going to try to scale one of the large standing stones that didn't fall over to get a good view.
Ooh.
I sit on my hose for this to get the view.
Okay. He comes walking out very non-aggressively into the center. He stretches.
Brother Ainsley is praying.
I see you run with Christians now.
I cut my hand and I rub the blood on my face, and I just get in this zone.
I see you run with Christians now, Khan. Christians brought all this misery on us.
I'm also praying in pagan.
Yes, but as the world changes, if you don't, you die. And now your time is here.
One of us will die. I salute you, old friend, for old time's sake. Then he takes a step back. And one of the bandits walks into the center. Gentlemen, are you both ready?
Neither of these are gentlemen.
Yes.
Very well. He walks back to the outer side of the circle. Fight! Okay, now I'm going to need from you. Body is +1. Give me 2d6 +1. Oh, +2. +2, because you got for your coaching bonus from earlier.
I got a 5 + 2, 7.
7. Okay. You get the first move. Okay, give me your melee.
2d6 + 4 because
4 with the axe. Okay.
Disarm him.
2d6 + 4. That is considered extremely cheap in a duel.
Sorry. He has other weapons, right?
What's that?
He has other weapons, right?
They each have a shield and an axe. That's what they're armed with.
What about his halberd and the arming sword? And Okay, I'm sorry. I'm under the impression that each of them has multiple weapons.
No, they're
No, he
fighting
has a
with
magic
Oh,
shield
okay.
and
So
axe.
he did not take Sir Francesco's halberd.
No.
Or
No.
just the axe.
He has
They've
a
decided to
magic
fight with shield
axe.
and axe.
Okay. That was not clear. Thank you.
Bear skin.
Okay, give me 2d6 plus 4.
5 and a 3, 8 plus 4.
8, 12 minus is AF. Ooh. Okay, that is a hit.
And my character looks like this guy. After I turn my picture off.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
he looks awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, a solid hit. 42. In fact, you critical right off the bat.
Oh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I got to go back to where that was.
It is all thanks to my advice.
You give him a deep, deep cut right across the chest, and he staggers back. He is stunned 1 turn.
He's stunned. Ooh.
Although he gets to make his attack for the one turn, he'll be stunned on the following turn. And you deflect his attack. He is stunned. He is in defensive mode. Oh, also remember, you can go into you can be balanced, aggressive, all-out attack, defensive, or all-out defense. He is in defensive mode now.
What is the benefit of being for when the guy is stunned? What does it mean?
I mean, he can only defend himself. He can't make an attack.
Does he have any negatives to his defense?
No, it's a straight defense, but he cannot make an attack.
Right, so you should go all out attack.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to go all out.
Yeah.
Attack on him.
Okay, that means you get to make 2 attacks this turn. Okay, give me 2 rolls at +4.
This is cool.
I got a 4 plus 4 is 8. A 3 and a 1. What's that? Yeah, 4 plus 4. And then the second one is 4 and a 3. 7 plus 4 is 11. So 8 and 11.
Okay, he deflects the first attack. The second is a nice wound to the thigh, nothing terribly serious, no critical. Following turn. Okay, I will start with him.
Wait, was that with the modifiers or without?
That was with the modifiers
Oh,
included.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, you are hit in the leg for a total of 9 points of damage, just shy of a critical. You get a stinging, nasty, burning wound across your left thigh. You grunt in pain, but you manage to hold your own. Now give me 2d6 plus 4.
5 and 3. 8 plus 4 is 12.
12. That hits. Plus 4. I should have put you guys on the same page. Another solid hit, this time in the stomach. Deep, deep cut.
Ooh.
Okay, next turn. Next turn he is stunned. Oh, no, that was... Oh, wait, no, I take that damage
No,
back
yeah,
from you. He did not attack that turn. So forgive me.
Sweet.
30. I screwed up there. He was stunned that turn. Okay, now following turn. Give me 2d6 plus 4. And also you can aim shots if you want. Although there is a slight penalty for doing so. Like you could attempt to hit him in a specific location if you want.
Well, I'm on an attempt to hit him in the chest again in that same wound.
Okay.
I got a 4 and a 3. 7 plus 4 is 11.
11
Melkor, go.
10 minus.
Minus the penalty, yeah.
Chop that tree down.
Okay, that is a hit. Solid hit. He staggers back a bit. Ugh! He will swing. Ooh, a solid hit. You are reduced to 28. And I'm afraid we have to roll on the critical table for you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just a level 1. Just a level 1. You are stunned and you will be in defensive next turn. No extra damage, though, and you are not bleeding. He is bleeding, you notice, however. He is taking damage over time. That chest wound is very nasty.
Okay.
Okay, so next turn he attacks. You're in defensive mode. So you're at +2 on your DV. You deflect him.
Sweet.
Next turn, you are up. You attack.
Yes, I'm gonna go all out attack. Though.
All out attack again. That is risky. When
I
the
know it, but
against
I'm gonna also attempt to hit him in that same wound in the chest, that
Yeah.
critical wound area.
Go
the
berserker
okay, because
on him.
the disadvantage to go all out attack, you get the 2 attacks, but you get no defensive modifier. So you're leaving
Right.
yourself way open. So you're going to do that.
Yep.
Okay. Give me your first roll. 2d6 + 4.
Twos, double twos, so it's a 4 + 4, 8.
Wait, you roll. Oh, double twos, not snake eyes. Okay, so 8. That is deflected. Give me a second roll.
And that's 7. 5 and a 2 + 4 is 11.
11. That hits.
Woo!
This is a glancing blow. Another cut. Not serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Next turn. Give me. And are you staying all out attack, or are you backing
no, I'm
down?
gonna- yeah.
You're staying that way.
No, I'm going back regular.
Oh, okay. Okay. 2d6 + 4.
4 and a 3, 7 + 4.
7 + 4. 11. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. 10.
That's 4 hits.
10. You do another critical.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
You cut off the fingers of his left hand.
Ooh.
He is stunned.
Does he lose his shield?
howls in pain and gives you a face very much like the one we're looking at right now.
Does he lose his shield? Doc?
What?
Does he lose his shield?
Yes, he cut right through the shield. It shatters.
Go to the left. Go to the left.
Okay, he attacks before the stun takes effect and gets a solid blow on you. Not quite enough to cause a critical, but you are now seriously hurt. You are bleeding. You're staggering. It's taking it out of you, but he is now stunned for 2 turns.
All right.
Standard attack, or are you going to go crazy again?
He can't defend himself. He's stunned. He can't attack you. He's stunned.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. All
All
out.
out
Okay. Okay, give me 2 rolls at +4.
6 and 3, 9 + 4, 13.
13, that'll hit.
And 10.
10 total or 10?
4 and 2 + 4.
10. Okay, those both hit. The first is a fairly modest cut across like his left side. The second, headshot.
Oh.
You like cut him across the side.
That's 5
Backs up a little bit, and you follow up and you cleave him right through the top of the head.
Whoa.
Pulls the axe out of your hand.
Hooray.
And he staggers back and just looks at you. He points and he nods and he just falls forward dead.
And I howl up into the air.
Brother Ainsley howls too.
What fucking werewolf was this? It's just a guy.
Con is bleeding out, right?
He's gonna be blowing, and I say,
He definitely needs attention. Sir Francesco is now showing intense disbelief. However, as you're expressing these, the sky grows dark, and his body bursts into flames, and disappears entirely in a big column of black smoke. Not even ashes left behind. And
His
the
body
axe is
only?
just lying there. Yes.
Brother Ainsley is going to heal Con.
Yeah, he definitely he kind of staggers back down on his knees, and you're
I just
Yeah.
I definitely fell to the ground after howling.
yeah. His
Yeah.
his assistants, the bandits, have just taken the hell off.
And the wolves?
The wolves are just watching, and then one of them howls, and they all just start leaving down the winding trail down the plateau. He leads the way, and they all just start to follow.
What can I roll to heal Con?
Give me 2d6 plus your healing skill.
6. Hey, Con, enjoy a 14, buddy.
Okay. He gets you get 5 back right away. So
I
you
don't
are
know.
now,
I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly where I was.
you are now at
Doc
15.
knows. Yeah,
Okay.
Doc knows.
You are now at 15. You're in bad shape. You're beat up. He messed you up, but you have emerged victorious. And the 4 of you are alone.
Woo.
And it begins to thunder and rain. Are you gonna
We're gonna
make use
go
of the
into that
pavilion since it's here?
What'd you say, Melkor?
Going into the pavilion.
Take
yeah.
Lord Brock's items and put them on Brother Ainsley's horse.
Okay. His stuff's in the pavilion.
Okay.
He's got a very fine sword, a spear, and a beautiful set of mail armor is in there,
Oh.
although it's way too big for any of you to wear. And a wolf-shaped helmet.
What I mean
Chainmail
is
cut down.
the items he was fighting with. You
Look at
said,
the werewolf. This is just
Oh, it's just he was fighting
This
with an
is a
axe.
wolf.
It's lying there.
right. The items that he died with,
Mhm.
those are the items that Brother Ainsley wants to bring to his wife.
Oh, okay. It was just the axe because he wasn't wearing any armor or anything.
Okay, that's why
But
I asked.
he does his like personal armor and stuff is in the pavilion.
I don't think we should take his stuff that's in the pavilion. We should
Why
probably
not?
just.
What? Of course. Why not?
Why not?
Seriously. No,
We
seriously,
might
why
have
not?
a repeat of what happened last time.
What?
What happened?
Just
now?
evil spirit might come back.
Yeah. No, it's
This
fine.
is an
I'm okay
honorable
with evil
fighter. Why would
spirit.
he
They
do
like
that?
me.
He had a
Well-
chance to poison Khan. He had a chance to ambush Khan. He didn't do that. This guy is honorable. Why would he come back for items he left behind? He didn't even use any of these items.
I may be a
He cannot
legitimate
come back
businessman,
because
but
he
I'm
is
not a
dead.
tomb robber.
Then-
Well, as they say,
Well, it's
Latin
different if
victory.
you're returning things to the family. That's a very different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Woe to the vanquished. Victory spoils go to the victor.
I just
Okay.
don't want this wolf feller to come back.
It would be a perfectly honorable act to collect his items and return them to his family.
Got it.
Yeah, he has
That's what I
returned.
like. That's what my character would like to do.
So you guys can pack up all his stuff in a pack, and we will wrap it up for there. And tomorrow or 2 weeks, we will pick up with the you guys heading out of Bramble Hollow, making for Camelot. And we will also figure out who's coming with you because a lot of the people in the town, since the town is basically now ruined, a lot of people have expressed an interest in going with you.
Now, before I don't know about the rest of you guys, but Brother Ainsley made a promise. He's going back to Lady Brianna. He's
Yeah, I was going to take his. Is his body still there?
No, his
Body
body
was
body's
completely
gone.
consumed.
His body's completely consumed. I asked if it was just his body, but you said that now it's just his axe and the items in the pavilion.
Yeah.
All of those things, Brother Ainsley wants returned to his wife.
Yeah.
Along with the story, because he promised Con he'd do this.
We could do that along the way.
I'm not going with you.
Well-
I'm going back to the town.
Enjoy.
Okay, so we'll
My
pick
God,
up.
it's like, what werewolf? These people.
Okay, we'll pick up in the next session as you guys get back into town, and we'll figure out who's coming along and what strength the Ravens will be at. once they leave. And congratulations on wrapping up the Curse of Bramble Hollow, gentlemen.
Woo! All right.
Yay.
Yeah, that was fun. I liked it.
Awesome, Jewel.
I love the fact that my character is convinced that there are no
Yeah,
werewolves.
he thinks this is all bullshit. It's like, yeah, that was weird, but yeah.
It's like he just trained a bunch of wolves,
Uh,
and his friend is on shrooms, and he managed to do it in a thunderstorm, some type of Greek fire, like an incendiary below him.
Yeah, but the monk in the party is not really bothered by Sir Francesco's lack of faith. He is instead wanting to make certain that he is whole in his own.
A week
soul.
ago, you wouldn't have believed any of this yourself.
Didn't believe any of this.
Yeah,
Didn't
like a
think.
faith and a completely different religion.
That's not Brother Ainsley's problem. His main thing is making certain that the Lady Brianna knows what's going on. The town is helped. There's lots of God's work to do.
Okay, I'm gonna. For everybody watching, we're gonna end the stream now, and you guys hang out. We'll do a wrap up afterwards. But thanks for watching. Everybody was here, and we'll see you all in